The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be taken short, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Hey, goal 66. Bravo. 40's Mike. Check and reload.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Wait, 20.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Wait, 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Hey, goal 66.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Patriots send out their punter. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, 66.
Now Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Switch. Listen to me. Shit. Tight dog. Watch the edge. Watch twist. Hey, flipper. Gun. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Gun. Leave it. Bring up 48. Right here, guys. Fight. Hot.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Hey, watch it. Kill. Shit. Hey, flipper.
On second down, Cousins again, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Good routes here. Gun.
On first and 10, Cousins. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Wait, set. Big 80. Cut. They're going to tight left. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. He's crossing. He's checking.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check safety. Run. Hey, Alabama. Let's see it. Check. Crunch.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're running it. It's Michel. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Stop your whine.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Diggs has it. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 35 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now he'll let it go deep left side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's able to find Diggs. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it's just... It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Bailey got the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
28, Patriots nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon,
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yellow. Underline. Hey, 15. Mike, 48. Exit. Check, 48's the Mike. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat.
It's caught inside the 25. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Coming to you.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage, they can split out like receivers, but hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now, I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. But he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 43, 15. Grace don't travel. Watch out.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Dustin Colton. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. One last shot for Jackson. Snead's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, black 15. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Hey, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Williams. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back in.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 4th down, Rivers. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rob Ninkovich. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Off play action, Tannehill. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Odell Beckham. 45 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in it. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw here's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Here's Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that'll be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, it's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Rivers under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Tannehill. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Tannehill now to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Rivers escaping the pressure right. And Stills bringing it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
First down, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. He finds Beckham complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
Now on second and 13. Tannehill dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Tannehill. Taken in one hand, and what a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yes.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerome Baker able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's fielded at the 45. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Williams. Feeding through, and he's got space. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Damian Williams, 37 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness of the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Steps away to his left. And he's going to... Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
180. Buffalo one, Buffalo one. Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Set, select 15. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Behind.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Thomas, 35 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Flushed out right. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tannehill on the move to his left. He finds his target, John Brown. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. John Brown, 33 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Squeeze, double up.
Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. One last throw here for Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.